Hey everybody, it's Matthew here. I'm here to help you with the sample spaces and counting principle worksheet. First thing I want you to know about this worksheet is that there are two types of questions. There is represent sample space using set notation, which we'll go over for sure. And then there's find the number of possible outcomes, which is a totally different type of question. So keep that in mind as you're working. Top half is a little bit easier. Remember the sample space from our video last Friday? The sample space is literally just a list of all of the possible things that can happen in an experiment. So if number one, if we have a sandwich shop has three types of sandwiches, you can get ham, turkey, and chicken, then your sample space is like what kind of sandwiches I can get. This problem's a little bit too easy. And so don't think too hard. Literally, and this is set notation, that's a squiggly bracket. Literally, we just list our options here. So our options are, we can get ham, turkey, and chicken. And then to indicate that that is a closed, now that is a closed set, basically we close the brackets just like that. And so this is a sample space in set notation that represents all the possible outcomes. Problem number one. They're going to get a little bit trickier than that. So see if they're kind of like little puzzles. See if you can figure out all of the possible ways that these can happen. And I'll go on to number two, or section two, and we'll talk about how would you figure out how many ways. So our answers for these problems are going to be a number, where answers for the first half is a list of items. So let's see what we got here. Jewelry store sells gold and platinum. Each ring is fitted with a ruby, sapphire, emerald, or a diamond gemstone. Okay, so I guess this problem, you see there's not really a question here, but I guess the question is asking us, how many rings can you create at this place? And so what you want to do is you want to break this down into as many categories as you can, figure out how many options in each category you have. So the first sentence is my first category. A jewelry store sells gold and platinum rings. So category number one is like, what type of ring do you have? And I can have gold or platinum. So I have two options of rings. And I guess we can kind of choose like what kind of stone I want. And it says that I can get a ruby, a sapphire, an emerald, or a diamond gemstone. So if I look at stone, instead of listing my options, again, I'm counting my options in this one. So in this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 options for stones. So all I need to do to figure out if I have 2 ring types and 4 stone types, what do I do to figure out how many rings I can make? Just multiply the two numbers. 2 times 4 is 8. 8. There are 8 possible rings I can make in this situation. Okay. This last section is a little bit tough. The good news is that there's only 4. You may need to listen to my explanation 1 or 2 times until it clicks. Biggest difference, again, I'll go through one more time. The top half, you're listing the items themselves. Bottom half, you're listing how many options, like a numerical version. How many options do you have in each category? I'm not confident that this makes sense, so I'm actually going to go to number 8 and just get you started. You spin a spinner twice in number 8, and each time you spin, you have 1, 2, 3 colors it could land on. So it could land on red, blue, or green. So I guess my categories here would be my first spin, which would be 3 options, and then my second spin, which would be 3 options. Multiply them, and you get 9. Thanks, guys.